What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tapealert, hottest in the city. We got a very special guest today. It's Loveee Lysss. How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. How was your commute here?
It was good, actually. It's comfortable.
Okay. Okay. Where you from? Tell the people where you from exactly.
Well, I'm from Schenectady, New York,
Okay.
which would be upstate. It's a little small town, close to Albany, which is the capital. I was pretty much raised there, but I was born in Long Island, Bayshore. So, I'm familiar with Bayshore, Brentwood area. I'm coming back and I'm getting a little bit familiar with my roots down in Long Island. But for the most part, yeah, Schenectady is what raised me, but Long Island too. So I was back and forth, as well as Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Okay. Okay. So what was your childhood like growing up in those three different locations? Because I know Arizona, it's almost like a culture shock. You
It
know what I'm
is.
saying? Is it really like when I hear of Arizona, I think of tumbleweeds and sand.
It is that.
It's really that.
Yeah,
Wow.
it really is that. Actually, it's very dry and it's hot. Um, super hot, like 102 degrees. So you're, definitely dehydrated. There's no snow except for like in Flagstaff, but I was in Scottsdale. So
Oh, okay.
Scottsdale is kind of close to Phoenix. So like Scottsdale is kind of like not the capital, but close enough to the
But close
capital.
enough to the capital, so it's a big city.
Yeah, very big.
Okay. And as far as your influences, such as modeling, because we're gonna tap into that, did you develop that love for those out in Arizona, or was it always here in New York or upstate,
It
Long
was always
Island?
in New York
Okay.
and upstate with my mom. We used to watch America's Next Top Model, believe it or
Okay.
not. So watching Tyra and her putting, all the females on and getting the education pretty much through her. You got to see like Naomi and all the great models just do like the great stuff. So she gives you pointers like Smize. I know that since I was 8 years old. I used to watch all of the shows, all of them, literally. So I got all of my influence from that.
Okay. And as far as the name Loveless, you got it from you
Myself, I just
yourself?
made
You
it.
just made it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a cool name.
I really go by Effortless though.
Effortless,
Effortless Beauty.
which is the photography company that you have,
Yes, as well as my beauty,
your beauty.
which is my lashes mainly right now, but soon to be makeup and nails. So soon I'll be opening a shop and then I'll be able to hire people that do nails, and it will be like a shop that has all that with the products, the bundles, the lashes. You can get it done. So it's like one-stop shop.
Okay. Um, Location. Where's the shop gonna be?
I would like it to be in Queens.
Queens. Queens is a big market for that.
Yeah, I love Queens. Queens is such a good vibe.
And how did you start the business since you have two? You know, Effortless Beauty, which is the lashes,
Yes,
and then Effortless
photography.
photography. Excuse me.
Thank you for noticing that too. That's great.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I do my research.
Yeah.
Extensive. Yeah.
That's
how
pretty new too.
how where'd you get your motivation from to start your own business, as far as for those two?
I would say pretty much my family, like my mother, and my uncles. My uncles own their own business, very strong, independent men. He owns his own business. Nobody is with him. My uncle works under him actually, so he employs my uncle. So that's motivation. Like, it's great. You're building legacies for people. Like, you're not working under somebody. It gives you that, like, you don't have to do the 9 to 5. He has his own schedule. And my uncle, he's doing great. Like, he's able to do, like, whatever with his family, have the time, the freedom. That's what it really is for me, is the freedom. And to not work up under somebody, because at any moment, they can take that away from you. And you have to provide for your family at any point. And I was never given that silver spoon, that gold platter. I had to work for mine. So
Right. So you come from this, basically we can say, our artistic background, family, uncles. Um, Mom is a great motivational push for you as well. Awesome.
definitely.
You was recently out in ATL. You was at Freaknik.
I'm supposed to go to Freaknik.
Okay.
But
Now,
they did inquire for me to come down there, so to bartend and do bottle service. So he threw the bottle service in there, like, hey, you could do another night. And I'm like, okay.
so you bartend as well.
I bartend as well.
Okay. And any bars out here in the city in particular?
I did 2 in Jersey, little bars, and then I did some upstate. I really want to do major ones, like be like a really big major in like the bar type of strip club type of vibe. I love that scenery. That's pretty much what I work around a lot anyways. Like be a model, like you've seen so much girls in so much different backgrounds, and a lot of them are dancers, so I don't discriminate. It's great, get to the bag however. So honestly, I wouldn't mind working in that. That's what I look forward to working to, moving back to Long Island and the city area.
The city area?
As well.
Got you. So has modeling propelled you to want to get behind the scenes as far as behind the camera for Effortless Visions?
Yes, very much.
All right. So tell us a little bit tell us everything about Effortless Visions. What
That's great.
exactly?
Thank you. Well, I just have an eye. I have an eye. And being a model, you experience certain things with photographers. And more so, like, you can have a beautiful everything. Like, your hair done, your outfit is perfect, everything. Like, you're like, oh, my God, this is the shoot. This is it. And he just does not get that angle on everyone. And out of all 150 photos that he took, you only get 4 that you like. That's what really made me like, all right, I have the eye. I know. I could tell you, all right, put your chin down a little bit, look over. Those are key things to giving that information during shooting. You shouldn't just click, click, click. You have to give that, information to the girls. They want to feel confident. They want to feel good. So I'm like, if I'm a woman doing that already has great photos and has the confidence, what makes you not want to shoot with me and not want to feel confident in your shoots and know you're going to come back with great work? That's what made me want to get behind the camera. And I know I got the vision and art. I love art. It's art. It's formal art. All of it.
All of it, right. So my question to you, who actually picks out the best photos? Is it the person behind the camera or it's the person who's being okay?
Mm-hmm. They just get every angle that they possibly can with every outfit. And I just pick the ones that I like. And then they edit. Mm-hmm.
So you can have 10 pictures of the same pose.
Mm-hmm.
But if your chin is 1 inch tilted to the right, then it's no.
This makes a difference.
And that's what makes the difference. So that's where the eye come from.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Have you experienced any backlash as far as, being a female behind the camera? And the reason why I ask you that is because I watch a lot of shows, documentaries, and it almost seems to me that when you get to that level of within those individuals that can guide you, it's almost like they're also discouraging a person.
Mm-hmm.
Have you experienced any of that as far as being behind the camera?
Yeah, pretty much.
Within everything, actually.
Yeah. Everything. I definitely have.
Okay.
But it's alright. You work through it. It's not anything that's irregular to what comes with anything. You know what I'm saying? If you're working towards something.
So, tell us a little bit about, what's next for Loveless? What do we have going next for you?
Well, a lot, really. I definitely want to keep going with my modeling. That's the passion. That's my heart. But like I said, I want to get more behind the camera.
Okay. Has anyone tapped in or reached out to you as far as doing some work?
A lot of people actually. Yeah. Once they was like, "Oh, you're behind the camera now?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like a lot of females, and that's what I want. I want more females than anything. But I don't mind doing males. I want to do maternity pictures. Like my friend, she's pregnant. We're gonna do her pictures for her baby shower. So that's a trial. That's what I like to. I'm like learning as it goes.
Okay. Any cover shoots that we could look forward to? Any big posters?
For like myself?
Yes. Both for yourself and for as far as, because I'm sure you've been getting bookings.
Mhm.
So, any you could tell us about that too as well. Any bookings, any shoots coming?
A lot of shoots coming. I'm definitely. I always like to give out my sauce and stuff.
Yeah, I could tell by that smirk.
But because people, would take your ideas and stuff. But I do want to get more into like my classy side because it's a lot of my work is like sexy. So you see like it's more like beach like or the lingerie. So I'm getting more into like, with the cars, the dresses, the red bottoms more. So I got a photographer I'm actually about to work with and he made a custom piece for me. So I have to figure out how we're gonna do that and make more work and he's gonna design more for me. So it's gonna be really good. I'm excited. And I'm gonna do a lot of shoots with like cars too.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into artwork, like really a lot of artwork. Also, like videography. I want to make my work like movies. Like get into like it's like me just walking but being sexy and modeling, and whatever is fire, whatever car scenery, whatever it is, like just create, But you catching every angle. And you just like vibing with it, But it's music in the background. It's like, oh, is this like her song? You know what I mean? Is this my music video? Like it is, but not like my song. But.
Right. Is there anything in particular that you would consider or even say to make you stand out or show your work different from just an average Joe?
I'm more say maybe it's like my poses, I will say, my faces. I learned to show my energy in my face more because I have great light and love in me. So I was always so serious and straightforward. So now I'm like, showing that. So that definitely makes a difference in my work and my tattoos and stuff too. Like how I style everything, my colors, with my hair, and everything makes it different. Everything about me stands out. Honestly, I set trends. Like, I'm gonna hold you back home. Whether they want to admit it or not, like, I was not thinking about modeling until I started doing it. So just little trendsetters. So, But I love it, though. It gives women confidence. I get all types of questions. I love that. That's what I wanted. That's a way for me to give back to people. It's not on a stink humble tip, because anybody that comes to me asking me about it, I give girls pointers. Anybody I work with, they refer me. Like, oh, she's a new model, like, talk to her. And I'm like, oh, I'm honored to. Thank you for saying that. Like, you look at me and take my work serious.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, this question right here. So, you said you show your energy in your face. So, when you're doing your posing, you're just sitting there. How the photographer, like, what's that pose? What are they catching other than just the seriousness?
They're just catching, like, like
there's
my
something
happiness.
there.
Like, yeah. Like, I'm serious. Even photographers say, like, wow, like you're so different. Like, your work is so different. I love working with you. I get that compliment all the time. Just based off of the, like, the pizzazz. Like, literally, that's how I feel when I'm about to pose. Like, pizzazz. Like,
got it.
You just got to catch it.
So so for those 5,000 clicks, there's always that one catch in there. Correct?
Mm-hmm. And sometimes there's like 3 of them that would be, you don't even have to edit or anything, but you choose that one and you can get edited and it's like, oh wow, that was like the perfect one. And a couple of photo shoots, it was like a first shot.
Right. Can it sometimes be overwhelming and exhausting? I mean, even though it's your passion, can you sometimes just be like, oh my gosh, like, what are we doing?
Very overwhelming. Overwhelming more so like when people hit you up a lot, because when you put out new work, people like the new work that you put out. So now it's like, I want to shoot with you. I want to do a lot more with you. And now it's like, all right, so I got to schedule this, or, your hair, or like, I'm a person of my hair too. Like, my hair has to, if that's not clicking, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. So it's really overwhelming too. 'Cause sometimes I want it to work too for a shoot and it might not, because something like that isn't working, but I take that serious. So I feel like if one thing is off, everything's going to be off for the shoot. I know I'm not going to feel my best at the shoot. So I prefer not to do it.
Understand. Are there any, as far as, well, let me put it this way. For the young girls who are coming up, who are aspiring to be like models and photographers and even bottle girls, do you have any do's and don'ts or any motivational advice for them?
Yeah, hold up. Can I put my glasses on?
Of course, most certainly.
Skip.
You good?
Yeah. All right, better. For the girls that are deciding to do modeling or are doing modeling now and getting started, I would just say maybe a do would be just stay dedicated. Don't let anybody discourage you, and do it for a good reason. Do it for yourself. Don't let others take away from the real reason why you're doing, because sex sells. So like when you get into modeling, you're sexy, you're beautiful. Like people can take away from your real reason on why you're modeling and stuff, and try to make you feel uncomfortable. Just don't make anybody ever tell you what you can and cannot do. Whether you pay for a shoot, whether they do it. And a lot of photographers can be like bullies sometimes, and pretty much tell you like what they can do. And don't ever let anybody in the industry like tell you that, like whether they're starting out or whether it's a person that is known. Like even if they're known, I know people that are like, oh, I've worked with this person before, so you gotta be like this with me. Just stay yourself, be yourself. Just don't let anybody make you fold. Just stay solid, stay true to yourself.
Got it. Tell the world where they can find you.
All right, well, you can find me at Loveee Lysss, which would be LOV 3 E's .LYSSS. And then you can find my link on there for lashes. Soon I will put makeup on there. Nails will be on there. I also have the location. I travel as well, which you will have to contact me, DM. And photography, just DM for inquiries. And that's where you can find me. Everything IG.
Thank you. It's Tapealert, y'all. Hottest in the city, Loveee Lysss, most talented. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is Tapealert, the hottest in the city. This is Loveee Lysss, Effortless, Alyssa. And you can catch me at Effortless Beauty as well as Loveee Lysss. And thank you for having me so much.
Thank you.
Tapealert on the beat.